Thank you, Honor Guard from post number 4 of American Legion. Gentlemen, glad to have you with us. Glad to have all of you with us. Now it's time to do a little racing in 2016 as we get set for our evening's program. He looks a little quicker than he was last year, so he should be ready to go. Here they come. 8 laps, Lightning Stocks on their way. Mike Stebbins pushes it out to the lead coming off at turn 2. Hillary second, Silvernail and Hool, then LeBlanc, Whipple, Fusil, and Starkweather. Tim LeBlanc gets a little bit off course and gets back in, but loses a spot. Working the outside, almost went 3 wide, is the 57. Hillary having a good run up front right now in the 88. A new racer for her this year. The old one went to the Crusher. Giving a little competition to Mike Stebbins, who knows this racetrack pretty well. Trouble on the 52. Defending champion coming to a slow crawl off of turn 4. Tough break for Tim LeBlanc. Got to make some repairs for the feature tonight. One more try, restarting lap 4. Here they come. And back up to speed. And coming out of the pits, although you're not supposed to do that in qualifying, trailing a lot of smoke is Tim LeBlanc. Halfway now. Whoa, look out, Hillary into the wall. Contact made with Pat Hool, Hillary's new car. He makes a hard hit in the turn 4 wall. Brings out the red flag. Mike Stebbins. He was a winner second week of the year last year. Here they come. Halfway now with Mike Stebbins, Pat Hool, and Richard Whipple. Starkweather, a smoking Tim LeBlanc, and Steve Fusil. Tim apparently did not see the black flag. As Stebbins and Hool continue to duke it out. Now he does, because we can talk to him on the radio and tell him you got to get off. One major change with this division this year, they are allowed to run on mini stock takeoffs. So they've got a racing size wheel if they choose, and run on mini stock takeoffs, which gives them a little more tread on the track. They'll corner a little bit better, and they'll probably be just a little bit faster as well. Here's the checkered flag, and it'll be Stebbins and Hool, Whipple and Starkweather. Fusil disappeared as well from the field. So Solomon Bro and defending champ back to try and defend it for a second time. On the gas quickly. Lambert a little bit loose. Everybody else backs up behind him until he straightens. Down the back stretch, Solomon Bro. On the inside, looking down low. Pomasco doesn't see any room there. Mikey McGoldrick moves into the 3rd spot. Lambert 4th. Then Kimball stuck behind Lambert, right ahead of McKnight, Pearl, and Marsh. Eric trying to point the nose underneath. No room for him. Look out! Lambert goes around, and everybody gets by safely. Caution is out till Bill gets it refired. 1 lap complete out of 8. Here they come. Green is out. Pomasco gets a jump this time. Pair of Mustangs duking it out in turn 2, dead even off the corner. And here comes Matt Kimball out of the pack and into third. Another of our young gun graduates. Right behind him, Mikey McGoldrick, ditto. Both of them multiple-time winners in young guns, along with Alexander Pearl, the future of racing, making the move up the ladder. Solomon Bro, another young gun graduate. Pomasco's about the only one out there, I think, along with Lambert, who wasn't. And Aaron McKnight. Three out of the 8 cars out there right now, young guns graduates, moving into a higher division to duke it out with the veterans. Solomon still on top with Pomasco and Kimball coming up. McKnight running 4th, Pearl up to 5th, McGoldrick, Marsh, and Lambert. 2 to go this time. 2 to go. Eric Pomasco. Save a little bit of the car because they've got a feature coming up. And once again, Lambert gets flummoxed by turn 4. It's tricky. White flag is out. Bill comes up through the gears. He'll be down a lap when they cross the stripe. Checkered flag in the air. Your win goes to Solomon Bro, Eric Pomasco, and Matt Kimball. Kevin McKnight, Alexander Pearl, Mikey McGoldrick, and Ethan March, and Bill Lambert. Mike Willis, Jason Barden, and Nathan Johnson. 8 laps, here they come, first of 2 heats. Thundering off into turn 1. Carzello on the low side, Willis right on his bumper. Skins across the back, tries to go inside, has some daylight, drops it down to turn 1, and Willis takes the lead going into the corner. Mike Willis past Carzello for the lead. Johnson 3rd, Charette 4th. Rivette running in 5th with Barden back to 6th. Then here comes the 0-2 for Rollins. And Ignacio, trouble to Charette, wire way off into the Ashwheelet River. Whoa. Here they come. Willis gets a good bite off of turn 4. Got that car to turn right where he needs to. Nate Johnson, winner of 1 race last season. Willis just came down for the last race or 2 to get a feel for the place. Halfway coming up, Mike Willis, Nate Johnson, Keith Carzello, Kim Rivette, and Jason Barden, Chris Ignacio, and Jeff Rollins. Willis starting to stretch it some now with a white flag waiting. Mike Willis, Nathan Johnson, Keith Carzello, and Kim Rivette. Jason Barden running 5th, Ignacio, and the 0-2 of Rollins dropping out. Checkered flag goes to Mike Willis, Nate Johnson, Keith Carzello, and Kim Rivette. Your top 4, 5th going to Jason Barden, Chris Ignacio finishing it out. Ready for tonight's 30-lap main event for Sportsman Modifieds. Here they come. Eric brings them down to green with Bill on the outside. Bill gets to the high side with Byrne on his tail. Bill Byrne took a bunch of years off. Last time he raced Pro Stocks here, came back at the end of last season to get a feel for Sportsman mods and going for the rookie show. Be a lot of swapping going on in the front of the field this year. Kimball, Byrne, LeClaire, Blow, and Jarvenpah, your top 5. Tyler Jarvenpah takes the Ken Burchard car down into turn 4, fighting for position with Trevor Blow. Still down at the bottom. And into 4th place, halfway now. Kimball, Byrne, LeClaire, Jarvenpah, Blow, Roby, Sontag, and Hurt. The guys that know their way around the racetrack get right down there and just use the inside of the main part of the pavement to get a good hookup. That's known as the Roger Raymond corner. 2 to go. Last chance. 2 more laps to figure out what needs to be tweaked. White flag. Kimball, Byrne. LeClaire goes high. Jarvenpah goes inside. Jarvenpah to 3rd. LeClaire to 4th. Blow 5th. And Roby and Sontag. Your win, Bill Kimball, Ben Byrne, Jarvenpah, LeClaire, Blow, Roby, Sontag, and Hurt rounds out the field. With Joel Monahan on the outside. Dennis was the winner opening day last year. Monahan gets a heck of a jump. Dennis knows he just has to qualify. He won't kill himself. Well, I guess that was not as good a start. Right now, though, it's back to restart number 2. This time, Dennis Stange shows the youngster how to get off the line. Joel's going to stay right there with him, but Dennis has been around a long time. Started racing here in the 70s. Little tire smoke coming off the back there. Powers it down the front chute, and the caution is out because why? 7. Joel Monahan was in victory lane 4 times in this division. Also had a win in the mini stocks, doing 2-minute wins actually. I understand Joel also has a car and is prepared to be racing at Stafford this Friday nights. And Stange will lead him around with Monahan and Hagar, then Leary and the Deuce for Dwayne Knoll, Rich Fournier and Stuart Wheeldon. Halfway coming up now with Stange on top. Fournier picks up a spark going around the 2 of Knoll. Dennis Stange and Joel Monahan beginning to separate themselves from Robert Hager and the rest of the field. And Hager may get a challenge from Tyler Leary here before this one's over with. Coming down to take the 2 laps to go sign. Twin sticks are up, 2 left. Leary trying to sneak his way underneath the Ford of Hager, which seems to want to wash up a little bit, and Leary gets the spot. Hager's car not sticking. White flag is out. It's Stange, Monahan, Leary, Hager, Fournier, and Knoll. Stuart Wheeldon pulled it in. And here's a checkered flag for Stange. Getting ready to go. Here comes Scott Beck, Jimmy Beck back out. Nancy got off the corner okay. Jimmy seemed to be fine as they straightened the car out. Chris Curtis ducks into second spot behind the newly repainted Tyler Lescord machine. Curtis on the tail of Lescord now on lap 3. Nancy Muni giving Glenn Knoll a little challenge, but not a lot just yet. Chris Curtis working the outside. Lescord eases up in the corner. Curtis dives inside, drives it down into turn 3, and comes out to take the cross flags for halfway. Curtis will stretch that lead on lap 5. Jimmy Beck a little loose coming off of turn 2. Eases off so he doesn't have a repeat of his start. Scraped up the front metal work on the car. Not much other damage apparently. 2 to go. White flag coming up for Chris Curtis, Tyler Lescord, Glenn Knoll, and Nancy Muni with Jimmy Beck. While a checkered flag will be next. And the win goes to Chris Curtis, Tyler Lescord. Nancy Muni puts a final charge on, but not enough to get Glenn. Therefore, it is Glenn Knoll 3rd, Muni 4th, Beck 5th. They'll go in, make their adjustments, and get ready for tonight's 25-lap Superstock main event here on the Bond Auto Parts Spring Dash Evening.
Starting in the 3rd spot, 6-time series winner Richard Savory from Canton, Massachusetts. Colby Fournier lines up on the outside from Berkeley, Mass. In the 16. Here they come. Timmy Bennett is on the flag stand. Tim Bennett, a 24-year veteran on the flag stand, joining with the staff here. As the green has dropped, as you can see, they go pounding the pavement down the back straightaway. Opening lap leader is going to be the number 04, Brandon Dion. Savory promptly and quickly moved into the 2nd spot. 3rd, it's Donnie Lashua. Donnie Lashua is running in 3rd spot in the Jack's Racing Engines number 117. Car number 50 is Carl Medeiros Jr. He's running in 4th. Meade, the 77, and Fournier. The top 6 will advance. Savory's atop the field off of turn number 2. Boy, Lashua looks quick. That's a brand new mount for Jack Bateman this year. Lashua looks to the bottom. Dion still solid in 3rd. Then it's the number 50 car and Matthew Meade. Roy Seidel in the Golden Goose Enterprises number 22 brings up the rear. Field goes nose to tail into the turn, down the back straightaway. Savory runs the center line down the back chute. Here's the halfway sign. Lashua looks low again off the turn. 15-lap heat races for the Valentia Modified Racing Series. Carl Medeiros Jr. is all over Brandon Dion, 2 of the young guns, as they came up through, and a good challenge going on there. Wow, Dion made a great save. So did car number 50 to avoid making contact. Two laps to go when they come down the front straightaway at the stripe. 2 to go. Now the white flag is ready to fly over the speedway. 1 more lap. Matthew Mead stays right with the 50 car. Goes to the outside, takes a peek there, nothing doing. Medeiros is able to keep him at bay. Here's the checkers. The Sunoco checkered flag falls on Richard Savory. Right back to his winning ways here in heat competition. The 124 Welding and Fabrication Race Stand. Bowl in Connecticut, Thompson Motorsports Park, Stafford Springs Motor Speedway, with the Northeastern Midget Association and with the ISMA Supermodifieds. We are delighted to have him as part of our team. Here we go, off the corner, green flag is out. Down into the number one corner they go. Willis promptly goes right back out in front like he did in the Sportsman Modified Heat Race. That's Woody Pitcat in car number 52. Good battle going on. Nerf bot for the third spot. TJ Blow and George Sherman. Side by side going into the turn. Here comes the number 4 car, Jeffrey Gallup. Second generation driver. And down at the bottom of the backpack is the number 88 car. Russ Hersey goes to the inside of Mike Holdridge's number 0 car. Lap number 3 clicks up on the scoreboard. Willis has a nice, comfortable margin over the second place car, Woody Pitcat. Russ Hersey's trying to come along in car number 88. He dives to the bottom of the number 4 corner. That's the Twin State Truck Service number 88. Central Mass Tree, also a sponsor on the 88 car. The Bond Auto Parts Spring Dash 100 here tonight for the Valenti Modified Racing Series, and we are halfway. 12-lap heat race. Consolation round will be 15 if we have to go the consolation route. Willis with a sizable lead. Hersey right up behind TJ Blow. Blow mixing it up there with 2 veterans, Sherman and with the 88 car Hersey. "15-year-old driver out of Troy, New Hampshire, sideways, and Hersey collects him. The back end came around on the 15 New Hampshire car. Hersey had to get out of the binders. Blow is on the apron. The 2-lap to go sign from the flag stand. Caution is out, yellow, for the driver of the 50 New Hampshire, TJ Blow, who was having a good run going in his maiden voyage with the Valenti Modified Racing Series here in heat number 2, the Smitty's Garage and Speed Shop sponsored heat race. All righty, here we go. As we get set, Tim looks him over, turns the field loose on a restart, and the green flag is back on the speedway. So Woody Pitcat works it from the top side with Willis. Here is Hersey to the low side. Mike Holdridge up top in car number 0. Down the back straightaway. Pitcat stays right with Willis. 2 laps to go. 2 more times around the High Bank Monadnock Speedway as Pitcat and Hersey put on a show for you. They're side by side. Going into turn number 3. There's your white flag. 1 more lap to go. Holdridge is right in the mix in that black 0 car. Ready to take the Sunoco checkered flag. Here's your winner. Mike Willis Jr. nails down the victory in car number 38. Boy, he's doing double duty action here tonight, and he is looking impressive in that number 38 Chevrolet. The Spirit of Alaska, Rumbrook Market, number 38 for Mike Willis Jr. King of the Valenti Modified Racing Series in terms of wins, Kirk Alexander's out there. Chris Pasteryak is in car number 15. Here's your green flag. Pasteryak lined up on the outside of Ryan as they go side by side out of the turn. Todd Patnode is in car number 24. John McKennedy. The guns are at the back of the pack. Here they come. Patnode told me he had handling problems during the practice runs today. Turned a quick lap, too, in the 3rd round of practice Here they are off the corner. Dave Schneider. Chris Pasteryak with a brand new mount. Pasteryak in the Dolly's Collision and Custom 15 Connecticut car, also sponsored by Sunoco. Alexander's fourth, John McKennedy is fifth. Car number 24, Todd Patnode is running in the sixth spot. All right, we're going to be halfway at the stripe, halfway for Schneider and Company. Pasteryak continues to peak down low off of turn number 2. They are nose to tail going into the third corner. You can see Patnode waver coming off the fourth turn. That's exactly what he was telling me out in the parking lot before the show started. They've been fighting that all day. Side by side, Nerf bar action going through off 2. Alexander's going to go to the high side. Kirk working it side by side with Joe the Jet Doucette. Pasteryak continues to stay with Schneider. Look at Kirk Alexander. A la the old days in car number 43 on the high side. 2 laps to go. Through 3 and 4 to meet the white flag. Dave Schneider looking good here in heat number 3, presented by Racing Electronics. There's your checkered flag. Schneider wins it. Pasteryak goes second. Kirk Alexander finishes in third spot. Fourth spot will go to Joe Doucette. Fifth spot to John McKennedy, Todd Patnode, and Ryan Kuhn winding it down in the number 72.